Oh my god, is it October again? You know what that means? It's nearly time for Halloween! What's up guys, I'm Tommy Bowyer and welcome to Movie Rewind, where today we will be talking about slashers. And we will be asking the ultimate question: are slashers now a dead franchise? So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, slashers. Yeah, just the name of it makes you think of a bunch of outdated and cliche horror movies which are basically just made now so gamblers can pay off their debts. I mean, when was the last time we had a brilliant slasher movie? And that brings the ultimate question to head: are slashers a dead franchise? Unlike what many people might say, slashers have been around for ages. Think about the 60s. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is considered a horror classic. That is a slasher. But slashers for me really came to dominance during the late 70s and early 80s. This is when we had Halloween, Friday the 13th, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, giants of the slasher franchise coming in at their dominance and killing it at the box office. But as we've seen in recent years, slashers just haven't been able to pull everything up. They haven't been able to get people into the theatre because, as people say, once you've seen one slasher, haven't you seen them all? I mean, what's the point anymore? All they do is just have someone kill people who have no chemistry, no character development. So what is the point? You're just watching mindless killings. And that is when we have to ask the ultimate question: when did slashers just become lazy? When did they stop being the cinematic masterpieces like the 1978 Halloween, which is a classic film? Remember to keep an eye out on my channel because that might be the Halloween special review I'll be doing. And when did they just become cheap, poorly acted, poorly directed, and just awful in every which way but when? I mean, one of the things which made me do this video is because I have just seen a trailer for a slasher called Happy Death Day. Yep, you heard me. Happy Death Day. What the fuck? I mean, come on, slashers used to be brilliant. They used to be great. But they've been reduced to that? Corny lines like Happy Death Day? For fuck's sake. They don't get it, do they? This is the problem. Filmmakers, studios, blame the studios, directors, actors. You know, blame whoever the hell you like. But slashers used to be such a great thing, but they've been reduced to the tiniest rubbish at the bottom of the movie genre. And why have they been done this? And in my opinion, it's just because things get lazy. People get so lazy. They think, oh yeah, we liked slashers because people die in them. Well, we'll just copy and paste that about 50 times and make 100 movies out of it. No, that's not how it works. You need to make something different. You need to make something intense. You can't just have mindless killings for the hell of it. I mean, look at Friday the 13th. For God's sake, by the time I die, there'll be a Friday the 13th part 200. And to be honest, they're all exactly the same. You tell me a Friday the 13th, which is really different. They're all exactly the same. And that's because studios get lazy. They see the formulas worked once and they do it again. And in my opinion, that is what's killing slashers off. And it's just extremely sad. I mean, I know that the horror franchise is finding it extremely difficult in all cases. But I feel with slashers, they really have come to the end of their line. They were such a brilliant thing. We saw a revival in the 90s with the Scream films. But now, I don't think anything's going to save it. I mean, hands up, I might be wrong. You know, I might be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. But I really do think that slashers have gone past it now. No one pays to watch them anymore because there's nothing different about them, and with such a variety in film now, traditional movies like slashers are just going to slowly die. And it will happen to every franchise. It's like the MCU at the moment. MCU is at its highest at the moment, and comic book movies in general. But that will die one day. If the death of the slasher genre has taught us anything, it's that nothing lasts. And that's sometimes the benefit and disadvantage about films. Things are changing all the time, but nothing lasts. Nothing really does last. So in conclusion, I blame the death of the slasher genre due to lazy writing and also people's changing opinions. I mean, the movie genre is so versatile that it just changes all the time, and that's the brilliant thing about it. Something might be at the top of the box office today, it might fall into obscurity the next. I mean, we don't know. And you know, the slasher genre might be dead, but we have to remember the classic slashers like Halloween, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have to hold them to our hearts. And just, you know, we just got to treasure them. And we got to appreciate the new movies which are coming out, which are different. And you never know, in a couple of years, might become classics themselves. So thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate the views. Remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great content like this in the future. And I so do understand that the quality of these videos are not brilliant. I can't do anything about it at the moment. I'm sorry. I am really trying, and I promise that in the near future I will get better quality on these videos. So I hope you guys are having a good time. Remember to check out my Halloween special, which will be coming out on the 31st of October. Hopefully it's going to be really good. I've actually got together with a group of people and we're going to make something truly special for you. So I hope you do fully support that. So without further ado, I will see you guys in another one. See ya!